Hey, Shib.
Huh.
Should we do the esports bit?
Oh, do we want to do that now?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I don't. It's a long story, a lot of process, so I'll just try to give the TLDR. But basically, so this player in League of Legends, North America, named Doublelift, and he was once on TSM. Then he left to go to TL, but TSM kicked him. And when he was on TL, he started dating the president of TSM,
Oh shit.
and they lived together. And so you could say like that could be a conflict of interest, but no one really said anything about it. Riot has really weird rules about it. But now Doublelift is leaving TL and he's back on TSM again. And so everyone's like, this sets a really bad precedent for the entire league. Like he could have easily been poached because his girlfriend that he's living with is the president of the team that he left to go to. And no one's like trying to say it happened, but the fact that it could have happened is bad enough. Like you need to have rules in place, basically, is what people are trying to say, that prevent these kinds of things from happening. Mm-hmm. And there's no way to prove that if it did or didn't happen. But and then Riot was like, well, we did an investigation and we found nothing to be like poaching or anything. But they also admitted that they didn't look into the personal relationship between them. They just looked at like general TSM talking to TL logs, not like Doublelift talking to his girlfriend logs, obviously. And so everyone was like pissed off about it, but like TSM fans are just like, no, everyone's just mad because our team's gonna be good again. Because this guy's like probably the most valuable player in North America. Like he has the most championships at any player in North America right now. And so it's kind of a big deal when he makes a move. And then today, a clip surfaced of Doublelift streaming, and his girlfriend, being the president of TSM in the background, is on a call that you can just hear everything she's fucking saying in Doublelift's mic. And their jungler that the TSM had last split is like a troubled jungler who was like once very toxic and like absolutely insane mechanics, but like no one wanted to work with him because he was such an asshole and a bad team player. And so TSM gave him a shot, but it didn't really work out. And so you hear her in the background say, "It's not my fucking fault that nobody wants to pick up Dardoch. Like, what am I supposed to do?" And Dardoch is the jungler. And so you can hear that on Doublelift's stream, and everyone heard it. Everyone clipped it, shipped it. It's out there.
Clip it and ship it.
So
fuck.
That just destroys any value that he had. Like his agent must be fucking furious. Like, if now every team 100% knows nobody wants Dardoch, so they don't have to offer him any fucking money to get him. They're like, hey, we know you have no other offers, so here's like the bare minimum. And so then she tried to damage control that by making a statement in which she just confirmed accidentally that Doublelift, while he was on Team Liquid before he rejoined TSM, that that she talked to him about insider information, and basically everything that the conflict of interest was like brought up about has literally been happening this entire time. And now everyone's having a fucking field day because they're like, hey, it took less than a week and we were all fucking right. Who would have thought? And so the whole fucking Reddit is just, like Reddit, fucking Twitter, like everything is just burning dead to the ground right now with this shit.
Fuck. I guess you're having fun.
I just woke up and like saw like I just saw it on Twitter and I was just like, oh, I guess this is happening. That's pretty fucking funny. Because like I don't know, there's like a bunch of like people made videos trying to like explain why this was a bad precedent to be set, and then the TSM brand's response was just like, oh no, people just don't like us because we're TSM. They don't listen to them. We did nothing wrong. And then like a week later, and it's like, actually, yeah, we can hear this shit in the background on the stream. We know that there's proof that this shit's happening. It's just like, it's so fucked.
Shit.
Yeah, it's funny because Leena was on the offline TV podcast, and she was talking about this, how there was no sense of collusion. It was literally all sense of, oh, okay, we play this as we played it as a business aspect. All our parts of a relationship are the same. It's not like, it's nothing that what you guys think it is, blah blah blah. And then it's like, I don't know about all that there, lady.
Yeah, it's very odd that she went on an offline TV podcast and talked about all this shit to me. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, it brings up the Lady Gaga question.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I like some of the Gaga songs. She's the directive creator lead of Polaroid. What the fuck does Gaga know about cameras?
Yeah.
The Kanye West quote. It's like, what the fuck does Pokimane know about esports? Why are you talking to Pokimane
Yeah.
about this shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, just like, go on. Like, there's plenty of League of Legends esports podcasts out there that you could go and talk to people. But the offline TV podcast is going to have the biggest reach of people who probably don't even give a shit about esports, but they'll listen to you say whatever you want and be like, well, she's on the offline TV podcast, therefore I have to like her because I like offline TV. So I'm just going to agree with everything she says. Dardoch is one of my favorite players in North America as well.
Same.
And he's been fucked over by a lot of teams, and I'm never going to be a TSM fan, but I don't hate TSM. But I was really hoping that this would work out, but didn't. So honestly, this might be career ending for him, honestly. Like, another bad split after a team took a chance on him that's not necessarily his fault, but the team just underperformed in general, and then this shit happens on top of that. It's like, it's a bad look for everybody involved.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, really. It sucks because, one, it should have never ended up like this. 100%. It should have never gotten into that situation where, you know, the only reason he fucking got dropped from Liquid is because he's like, I don't want to play for Spring Split. It's not important.
He got benched on
dumb.
Team Liquid because but I mean, like, he's came out and talked, and then like coaches have rebutted, like Doublelift has his story and the coaching staff has their story, so it's like two different sides. But like, basically the team, like, he just didn't get along with the team anymore. Like, some people were like, you know, that's fine, we want to play with Doublelift. Other people were like, you know, this motherfucker's sitting here collecting checks, not giving a fuck. You know, I'm tired of him not being motivated, being on the team just because he has a storied past doesn't mean that he's helping us right now. Because like when they subbed him out and played with their rookie AD carry, they were fucking stomping people. They went 2-0 with him that week they played him.
Yep.
Did something like this happen during the League documentary?
Which one? The League
I
documentary?
was able to mention that the Curse of the League documentary. If you're on a work call, walk out of the room. Did something like that happen? Was there something that wasn't supposed to be in there?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it was odd. It's very odd that, I don't know. It's just like, maybe they live in a small apartment. Like, but I mean, like, I'm sure there's at least one other room she could go in to talk on the phone if he's literally streaming, like, right there.